Hey folks, this is Ben Yessel. How's it going? Just about to hit the sack here. Gonna make one more video here. I had a few thoughts on top of what I was going to talk about, but um, still kind of mulling over how to say certain things. But it's all right. Let's jump right into this here. So there's a Steam sale going on right now, at least until July 9th. So if you have a PC or a Mac or something like that, and you, or even other like video game systems, and you love video games, I would check it out on Steam. Um, they have bunch of stuff on sale, and I'm probably actually going to get a few more games. In fact, I mean, on top of the one I'm going to talk about here, um, they're they're cheap, like only a few bucks, really, no joke. Um, So, more on other video games here a little bit later. So, The Legend of Grimrock, 1 and 2. I started to play the first one, just the regular Legend of Grimrock. And it's a it's a dungeon crawler. It's if you enjoy exploring dungeons, um, and you can tolerate just kind of repetitive scenery for the most part, um, with here and there some things being a little different. If the scenery isn't that big of a deal to you, that's repetitive, and you really enjoy puzzles, and there's a little bit of combat, but it's very old fashioned. It's like Dungeons, classic Dungeons and Dragons stuff, like the board game Dungeons and Dragons stuff. You can everything about the Legend of Grimrock is very old school dungeon fighting stuff. Exploring. It's big on the you know just I don't know, all things dungeon. I've always thought these games can be a little depressing, but the funny thing is that it's the puzzles that keep your mind going. There's always something interesting. You're always going from you're always going to the next stage. There's never a dull moment, I guess you could say. If you get stuck, the nice thing is you can go online and get some answers. But I have to have exhausted all my possibilities. You know, so imagine how hard it was. To do something like this, to play a game like this, before we had that uh, advantage of these things. So the internet is a good thing. So I mean, I remember playing Mad Maze, and Mad Maze was different. It was on the Prodigy. This is the '90s when this was on there, and yeah, and of course games have come a long ways, but the Legend of Grimrock is like that. It's all right angle stuff. It's even the bad guys move at right angles. So other things to mention here. It just takes a little bit of getting used to the controls. A little bit. I still haven't figured out how to use spells. My mage is kind of like the person who carries the torch because everyone else is fighting and has weapons in their hands. Hopefully will change in a bit. So there's still some things I'm trying to figure out. It can be a little bit off-putting for a lot of people, I think. You have to really be passionate, at least to some extent, regarding Dungeons and Dragons stuff. To a certain extent, it's actually even more basic than that. We're not even talking dragons. I mean, not really. No really powerful creatures, at least yet. They're all kind of critter types, but some of them are a little bit more, fiendish, hard to hit, but fiendish by what I mean by that is more hard to hit, I guess you could say, or they takes a bit before they go down. But yeah, it's anyway. So anything else to mention here? Well, it's just kind of a thinking man's game. You have to kind of think about some stuff for a bit, and it is pretty cool. Okay, and of course I haven't tried Legend of Grimrock 2 yet. Um, so anyway, I'm going to be putting out some more videos about just kind of preliminarily, like how I like different video games. So the Legend of Grimrock actually is a pretty decent game. I mean, I would give it actually on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a solid 7. Actually, it's actually pretty good. It's just not. It's not scenic, but it's a good mind game. I mean, it really is great for the mind. A little bit of combat too. So, all right, I will catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.